Hello, friends. I think many of us at some time in our life have spent time at lakes or rivers, ponds, maybe even the ocean. And when the lake or pond is really calm and we throw a rock or stone into this beautiful piece of water, there's this natural ripple from the center out, and all of a sudden it dissipates. It becomes the waves, the water. And I've been thinking about this within these practices of awareness, of meditation, of moving mindfully, that we start here. So you could say the analogy is we start where we throw the rock. That first plop of the rock into the water. So we start here, where we are, who we are, as we are. Maybe with a little bit of effort and commitment towards these practices, towards learning and listening, sitting and learning to be. And as we start here, there may be a wisdom that develops, an understanding that develops. As I've named this body, not perfect. It changes, it ages. It will get sore, it will get sick, it will heal. We will be tired, we will have energy. And so perhaps the practice starts where we are, who we are, in understanding that this is how it is, this body. That we start to develop a relationship with our feelings, with our thoughts, and we start right here. Learning to listen, learning to respect, learning to care. I want to say it again. We start here with ourselves and grow into wisdom, understanding, compassion, patience, effort, energy. And it ripples out. And perhaps it ripples out to the people we live with, those closest to us. And then maybe it ripples out a little bit more to our friends, our dear ones. This understanding, this curiosity, this willing to listen to maybe people that have other opinions than ours. And it ripples out. And sometimes maybe our practice is there with ourselves, with those near and dear to us, and maybe a little bit more. Sometimes we could even stretch the practice to those that are difficult in a life. It could be a family member, a friend, just someone that kind of, a bit prickly, a little bit crunchy. And we bring this care, this quality of awareness, this quality of compassion, of wanting to see clearly. We bring it into some of the sticky areas of our lives, gently and naturally, so that it ripples out. The practice ripples out. And it seems to me that this practice naturally keeps rippling out, so that the truth of the practice is of its liberation for all beings. To be liberated, to me, means to be fully aware of what's happening. The 10,000 joys and the 10,000 sorrows, and letting them coexist. To doing our best to be with people with very different opinions, ideologies than ours. It's not easy, but it's liberation for all. Perhaps it's learning to understand where different opinions come from and why, through conditioning, through caregivers. Maybe that gives forth compassion. For some reason, this image of the rippling out seems like this beautiful natural way of practice, starting here, right here, with this commitment to awaken, to understand, to relearn. And doing breath by breath, moment by moment, the best that we can to include all beings. Because all beings are living in this ocean. The truth of it would be that all beings wish to be seen and heard and loved. to feel safe, to feel connected. And if that truth that we're all the ocean feels too much, too vast, come back right where you are in this practice of awakening, one moment at a time, practicing first off to understand ourselves, our habits, our conditioning, our smooth and crunchy places of this mind and body. And then we slowly ripple out. May it be so.